Hey guys, what's up? I'm so happy that you're here. I am kind of loading up still, so just a moment. There we go. Nope. What I am doing is I am making my microphone quiet. Okay. Making my microphone quiet. Okay. Oh, awesome. We've got Jen here. I don't know if you're going to hang with us. I hope that you do. I know that you're Taryn's mom, and I just love her, love her, love her. I have an echo. Oh, man. I know that you're Taryn's mom, and I just love her. I'm sorry. One moment. I know that you're Taryn's mom, and I just man. I thought I already hit. I am so sorry, y'all. Okay, got it. My goodness. Okay, so now I just got to get back to my screen. I'm sorry, you guys. This technology is fine, but at the same point in time, it's my daughter's. So it's just kind of weird. Okay, so I just want to pull it up so I can see you all because that just makes me feel better. Okay, here we go. Finally, I've got the big screen. Oh, what's up, everybody? So as you know, I've been trying to get things going on YouTube, and I need to expand my cable network. So until that happens, I'm just going to be using the Zoom. I'm going to be sharing into two pages, and then we will get started because some of you are joining me from, copy the link. So I'm going to share now to a couple groups. So if you're joining in, thank you so much for being here. I'm very excited. Happy Wednesday. We are going to definitely have some fun for sure. Ascension Warriors. Sorry for the delay here. And then I'm also going to share to my Infinite Energy group. So hello, Infinite Energy. There we go. Okay, so I will timestamp these later. I will post this to YouTube. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe me and follow, because once I get 1,000 subscribers, I can just use my phone, which would be so amazing. So this week we have the eels coming forward. We have this really interesting energy, and believe me, I'm not surprised. Very fast moving energy. As many of you know, when this oracle comes up, we know there's fast moving energy here in this new moon cycle. We've got the runes also coming up. We've got a magnetism and electric. There is some currents, one coming towards us, one pulling us, or we're pulling it, right? So we are rolling the dice today. It's pretty crazy because I have like all this oracle and I just can't wait to get into it. So let's go ahead and get started. We, if you haven't had a chance to check out the eel, you really have to, because it was just honestly a really amazing message. I feel so blessed to bring that message in. I am sorry I'm running a little behind. Many of you know I own a food truck and I had to run falafel out to the truck. So we had a little bit of a small delay here. All right, so I was hoping to see if anybody else was going to be joining us live. Nicoletta, are you here? Oh, yes, I know you were looking for me on YouTube, and I thank you for that. It's just the last video I did, the quality was so horrible. And so I need to do some upgrades. Got any tips for me, my friend? Let me know. Just trying to figure out the easiest way to get on YouTube. Okay, so let's get into it. Kind of running around a little bit, but I'm excited to sink in and, get some messages for us all. So we've got 4 different eels coming forward. We're going to go ahead and start with the first one. If you didn't see it, for sure, first timers, hey, it's going to resonate. Okay. So if the pile doesn't resonate with you, it's probably not for you. I encourage you to use your pendulum, your body as a pendulum. Do you feel a sensation when we go through the oracle? The pictures where I posted and shared as much as I could. You could come back and catch the YouTube replay and you'll see the print, but I just wanted to let you know that. Okay, so the very first eel, and it was so interesting. I have to say I was not that familiar, so it was really cool to kind of dig in and get to know about the seals, or the eels, the seals. And with each one also came in some elements that's affecting you the most, okay? So this should definitely resonate with you. So the very first eel that I posted about is actually the very first one in the upper left-hand corner is the electric eel. Now, interesting enough, the electric eel is not even considered an eel. However, my guides and the angels and everyone on my team was like, yep, you have to include it. So if you were drawn to pile number 1, know that that is, we're coming from the waters of the Amazon with the electric eel. Now, the electric eel have some really awesome things about them. And in fact, the first battery, if you had a chance to check out what I posted on the Facebook page, if you're on there, I talked about how the very first battery is literally legit inspired by the electric eel. So you are some sort of generator, innovator, you are creating something, you are inspired to create something. So that's the very first thing. Now, what's really interesting is today, I have 2 different dice. We have the regular dice, and then we have what I like to call my crystal dice. And we are using the crystal dice today. We are talking all about going crystalline. So we're going to roll the dice and see which oracle is coming forward for you electric eels. Let's see, what's it going to be? It is a 6. Okay, so we've got the 6. Let me hold it forward. So 6s. Now, first of all, whenever I see the number 6 for me, it always means a couple things. First of all, integration. So there's some energy that's integrating and it can be confusing. I always like to mention this. If we get a 6, there's some confusing energy around you. So I'm so happy that you were led here so that we could get you some more information about the current and the energy around you, okay? So who's gonna come forward? Ooh, ancestors. So let's get into it. We've got the ancestors coming forward just for you guys. I'm gonna shuffle your energy in here. We're gonna go ahead and give a fresh shuffle. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a sense of what's the energy around you. Come on, I can't make this up. We've got the 6 again. So a 6 and a 6 automatically, and I was about to say it earlier and I didn't say it, but we're talking about staying focused. If you're gonna walk a line, the line you wanna focus on is gratitude and grace. Grace and gratitude. If you can just grace and gratitude. This is going to be to help you walk this line. Know that this is an initiation, a test. And if you can look at that, okay, your ancestors are working with you. We've got all the elements coming together for you, but specifically from the Amazon, we had the element of air. Okay, so that's telling us already, give yourself grace and gratitude. You've got a lot of swirling around in the mental body. this is probably going to be my pile, is that's what I'm notorious for. But I don't want to minimize that, because sometimes, you know, people say, oh, you're in your head, and it sounds like a bad thing, but really, we're going to find out exactly, because there's this confusion and you're just trying to put the pieces together is what I'm getting. Okay. So give yourself some grace and some gratitude. Look at this. Just go with the dance, keep yourself grounded, keep your eyes up to the heavens, keep yourself centered over here. This reminds me, and then we've got an 8 here, which is the infinite loop. So I like to always oh my gosh. Can you hear me now? I'm sorry. Was I muted? I hope I wasn't muted that whole time. Okay. If I was, my goodness. Okay. So we got 6s coming, 66 specifically. We talked about keeping in our pillar of light, staying grounded, getting yourself in the current. We have the turtle wisdom literally just come forward. Okay. And we've got it attached with magic. Mother Earth, you know, I'm getting that you guys are the Earth guardians. You've got a lot of energy around you. It's a little confusing, and potentially it's because you've got your own things going on, things you're doing for your ancestors, maybe a couple different activations happening is what I'm feeling. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. We're going to go ahead and actually I didn't mean to really look at that. We're going to shift one more time. We're going to do one more. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So what we're going to go ahead, the very first card I'm going to show you is the energy that's really around you. We've gotten a couple clues. There's fast moving energy going on. We're pulling something towards us, or we're being pulled towards something. There's this current that we want to be in, and it could be confusing. It's like one thing is coming towards us and one thing's going away from us. So this very first card is just really going to talk about the situation. The second card is going to talk about what we're not seeing. And then we're going to be doing our fast moving energy. We're going to see what is coming towards you. And then with the runes, what are you pulling? What's being pulled? Okay. No, the outcome. Forgive me. The outcome. All right. Let's go. Sorry. We've got the wombat, another 7. So we've got a 6, 6, 7, 7. Let's kind of see what comes together, okay? But this is all about staying centered. Take a look over here at this symbol, and it reminds me a lot of the caduceus, this caduceus symbol. And so you know, this is all about letting the magic, allowing spirit to guide you, getting yourself in this current, okay? And basically it's going to involve some trust, some surrender, knowing that you are protected, okay? The wombat is all about a fierce animal that uses its behind to keep its tunnel blocked, okay? And so this is what I'm getting, is that you are protected at this time. This is the magic that's around you, and there's no need to be worried. So even though there's all this spiraling energy and you're not really sure what to make of it at this point, I'm getting a sense that, you know, this is happening for you. So just take that. This is initiation. Hold the line, give yourself grace and gratitude. Self-care is really important here. Okay. We're definitely getting, so we've got, this is all about your action. Okay. So what I mean by that is that we've got some masculine energy coming in, and it's talking about taking care of yourself. But this is what I'm getting. Spirit is that energy coming in for you. Source is that energy for you. And that's why I'm feeling that caduceus. So this is all about surrender and allow it to happen. Okay. Now that was the first card. The second card was what you're not seeing. Okay, so here we are in the new moon still. We've got the eel, has very poor eyesight, okay? But there's this magnetism, but that's what we're trying to teach you. We're plugged in, your ancestors are leading the way for you, right? Your ancestors and spirit have you covered. And so it's all about allowing yourself to be in this pull, allowing yourself to pull towards you, to focus on the things that you want. But what you're not seeing, wow, what you're not seeing is the current. And I cannot make this up, y'all. 66777, full house, a full house in poker. But you know, we've got these mirrored images. Okay, so we pulled this card first, so I'm going to put it like this, but do you see how they're going in opposite directions? Okay, and so we want you to kind of flip the script. And in fact, if you see the situation to you that's around you, it's all like it's all coming in and you're feeling it. But here, look at this change in the symbol. It's all about staying centered and about allowing it to flow through, getting yourself into the current, knowing you're protected. We're seeing tons of sevens. I want to go ahead and read this. The turtle came up twice. You can go back on the Infinite Energy or the Ascension Warriors page or on YouTube, and you will see the wisdom of the turtles. I mean, this was just last week, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this was just last week. So this is being highlighted. You might want to take a look at that. But I'm going to go ahead and read what's in here because it came up twice. It wants to be read, and there's a special nugget of wisdom that is meant just for you. So number 34. Just a moment. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just read the whole thing because this is a really awesome book. This is from your ancestors. These are my ancestor cards. And so there's something in here that they want you to know. So I'm going to hold it up. We've got the sea turtle specifically coming up here. Okay. And this is all about Mother Earth. Even when surrounded by those we love and respect, we sometimes feel alone and isolated. We sometimes forget our connection to spirit and the relationship we have with Earth Mother and creation. We feel apart from rather than part of nature. We feel disconnected from the great wheel of life and believe ourselves to be alone. Okay? Turtle, however, reminds us that we are never alone and that the earth is our mother and that she loves, speaks, protects, and provides for us every day. And you see that shell on there, of course, means that you're protected. It's like your home. No matter where you go, you are protected. by your team, definitely, and by source. Due to their ancient heritage, turtles have been revered as symbols of Earth Mother, longevity, and protection. Turtle lays her eggs deep within the warm sand of Mother Earth, confiding in her protection and nurturing of her offspring. She trusts that the Earth Mother will provide for them and their need to develop as they emerge independent representatives of the next generation. To hide something sacred within the dark abyss of Mother Earth away from the light of Grandfather Sun is symbolic of the ritualistic death endured by individuals of many ancient colors in their cultures in their search of healing, ancestral wisdom, and spiritual enlightenment. And so I'm getting that you are going through this. This is a pulse I'm picking up on. This resonates with me very much so. And so I'm definitely feeling all the feels there. As the turtle's young emerge from the sand, they are in fact rebirthing as from the womb of the Earth Mother. They're buried in the sand, and it's like they make it and they run in the sunlight, believe it or not, to the ocean. And many of them don't make it, but it's just this courage and just part of the cycle of life. It's really awesome. Their first birth is symbolized by the laying of the egg in the earth, and the rebirth symbolized by breaking free of the coffin-like eggshell to emerge from the nurturing energy of Mother Earth into the light of Grandfather Sun. So if the turtle has gently edged her way into your cards today, 2 times, you are being prepared for a profound change in the form of healing regarding family issues, secrets, etc. Personal growth and awakening of sorts. You're literally being prepped for a rebirth, emergence, and a return to clarity. And I love that we saw that dragonfly, because the dragonfly is a symbol of emergence. And I feel that that is what the confusion is. It's like you're shedding your skin, and it's like as you're outgrowing, as you're literally evolving in the moment, it's like your mind is not caught up into what's physically happening. And this is where the disconnect is occurring. And this is why we have the air element coming up, to not remain in our mind, but instead in our body. So those of you that came here for this reading specifically, you may have a tendency to be in the more of the air element, and this is a gift of yours. However, we're talking about the blind spot, and oftentimes when we're in the air element, there's this illusion of control. There's this illusion of knowing what's happening, but at the same point in time, to get into the current is to surrender and to let go of the thoughts. Because in some ways, like the eggshell, our thoughts can sometimes become a prison. And what I mean by that is they limit us. And I believe, as I'm getting full-blown chills, that you have come here just to hear and to remind you that you are an unlimited. Okay? And it's all about keeping your head up, keeping yourself in the current, keeping yourself in a state of grace, in a state of gratitude, because this energy is fast moving. And whenever we have fast moving energy, you want to think like a kite. How can you dip and bellow and let your tail fly is what I'm seeing, but knowing that you're connected to the string. Okay. So it's just like, you want, what I'm trying to say is, when you get into your body more, then and let go that you can be more of the kite in the tail, rather than when you're in your mind, you're holding the string. And it's a different frequency and a different vibration. Wow. I got full-blown chills, actually. That was beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. You are also that, thank you. See, that's why I read these, because you just never know. You're also being reconnected in a sacred way to the creative force of Mother Earth's womb. That's that unlimited. This is the part, and this is why we're gone crystalline. This is all about manifestation with your ancestors. And the reason we want to get you out of your head and in your body and open to receive is because, my friends, this is something challenging. This is something new. And when you create limits for yourself, you box yourself in, and you're meant to not box yourself in. You're meant, we're not boxing ourselves in. Instead, if you were to take the center of both of these and pull it out and allow things to filter through, that's the crystalline. And that's what's coming up tonight for all of us, for the collective. We're all going in the same direction. We're just being led in different ways. And the ancestors are leading you. Okay? And there's a lot of magic around you. There's so much magic around you. And that especially is guiding you. And let the magic guide you, knowing that's how you stay in the current. Okay. Okay. Last thing, you're being reminded that we are all related, and that even when you believe yourself forsaken, you're being cradled and nurtured by Mother Earth. So do not fret. Do not fret. I wish I could show you the goosebumps. This is so beautiful. You're just meant to hear. Do not fret, my friends. You are protected. You are cradled in the arms of Mother Earth. You are protected by the angels. Keep yourself grounded. Stay in your body. Stay in the moment. Breathe, okay? Bask. Go sit in the grass. Feel things, textile, art, music, anything that you can do just to create while you wait as this shift is occurring. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what fast moving energy, what energy is coming towards you like a silver bullet. Okay, and when I say silver, right, it just came out for purpose, but it is like, this is happening quick. Okay, so there is a quick manifestation for all of us. I'm seeing the deer here. I was feeling the structure actually. I was getting like a little prompt about the numbers 6 and 7 or 13. That's a 4. And so this shift is happening to your structure. There's a knowledge coming into you. Hey, Trish is here. Hi, honey. Okay, there's a knowledge. We've got the hummingbird. I'm not doing that right now. This is really magical. You see this? 44. So we've got the hummingbird, and the hummingbird uses so much energy, and this is how you're feeling. And I want to give you, first of all, I want to give you guys a high five. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. Is because you are doing more than appears, and you just can't seem to explain this to others, and that's okay. It's okay. But at the same point in time, I'm here to validate you. And we just talked about the 4, and now we got the 4, 4, right place, right time. Okay, right place, right time. Use your energy on your wisdom. Follow your inner prompts. Okay. Know that you are protected. Know that you are more powerful than you think. Okay. We've got the raven. It's just like the magic is all around you. All right. So what's pulling towards you? It's the ant. The ant. Okay. And this particular ant, the shift that's coming towards you is talking about really more. Yes, the ant is a collective. Okay. So I know you're collective workers, teachers, healers. You're meant to work with others. You're part of the structure. This is why this is coming in. The ancients are bringing wisdom to you, but at the same point in time, you're shedding. You're stretching. There's an expansion happening, and so what you're being guided to do more than anything more than anything, the action that you want to take is nourishment. Nourish yourself, nourish your body, nourish your mind, nourish your soul, whatever that means. Okay. I just was thinking about how I love to color sometimes with colored pencils, or just taking 10 minutes to listen to a sound frequency. This is about nourishment. At night, maybe putting on some affirmations. Okay. Whatever sounds cozy and comfy to you, that's the energy you want. This is the current you want to get in. Okay. Now we're going to shake the runes. Now the runes I'm not so strong on, you guys. I'm just learning them, but they wanted to come forward today. And I have to use my cheat sheet book. Okay. So I am Nordic and I'm being pushed to learn more about the runes, and they're just so beautiful. So this is all about the magnetism. What is this pull? So the current is about nourishment, and now we understand because you've been working on lots of different things. And here we go. We've got, okay. Hold on, I'm not holding it right. I pulled it out like this, all right? So this actually is, let me look it up here. This is how you learn something new. Let me bring it over here first. For some reason. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh my God, you guys, you know what this is? What? This is a fish. This is a fish. And this week, the eel is actually a fish. It's, considered separately, but it's a fish. And so what is coming in for you is, and guess what this means? In the runes, it means home, like homing device. And it's talking about the ready ancestral home. So this is all about, just like the eel, just like the salmon, this is what's coming up. It's like you don't have to figure it out. It's almost like a homing device. You have a built-in GPS. All you need to do is follow your intuitive steps. And we're getting a lot of steps for you. And how do we know we're on track? The magic is going to guide you, the synchronicities, the numbers, your angels. The fish is also coming up. For me, I want to talk a little bit also. This is, I believe this is, I'm talking about your emotions. Okay. So being in the home of your emotions, giving that grace and that gratitude to master your emotions rather than your emotions mastering you. Okay. And this is what you're meant to bring forward. And as long as you stay in the current, and as long as you nourish your soul, okay, you're heading home. I just love that. You're heading home. Wow. That is truly, really beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. I want to look what's on bottom. Okay. The reason this is kind of crazy, okay, right here, is because the whole time I was feeling like this is actually going full circle. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, I was feeling this full circle moment. I knew that this is a closing of a huge cycle for you. Okay, so we've got the buffalo here, and we're seeing the hide coming in. This is confirming on bottom that energy. Oh, I'm feeling the heat here because there's this full circle moment. And it's deep, right? And it's like hidden from you. That's the hard part. It feels like a sacrifice. It feels like it's not for you. And I want to tell you something. It is for you. It is for you. It's a transformation. It's all about going full circle. And you know why I know that? Because guess what kind of runes these are? These are bison runes. And so you are planted in the earth. You are meant to be here. You have a connection. and you are up and coming into knowledge at this time to rise up and give back. It's a matter of going home into the ancestral hall and allowing this information to come in. It's a surrender because it's all about getting in that flow, okay? My daughter just walked in and look at what's on bottom. Yes, the dragonfly, you're emerging. We're once again talking about that integration, okay? So keep yourself above the water. Stay in the center of your heart. Keep yourself heart-centered. That's why we've got the line here. It says illusion, and what that means is don't let the illusions throw you off, okay? That's why there was a little interruption here. If it doesn't feel like it's for you, it's not. So just trust the synchronicities and allow yourself to be guided. Oh, so beautiful. It really is such a beautiful reading. So thank you so much, pile number one. You electric eels, you know what? You're electric. Boogie, oogie, oogie, oogie. And it's just like, you're just like, okay, that's so funny that that just came forward because it is. It's like you're learning, just like, okay, remember when you first learned the electric slide? Do you remember? Or maybe you go to weddings and you try to do it and your left foot is going right and your right foot's going left and you're going forward and everyone's going back and you're bumping into people. It's a time of integration. Give yourself grace. Allow yourself to learn. This is something new and you think it's a sacrifice. I'm going to tell you something. You're letting go. It's huge. And that's because something huge is coming in its place. And it's just going to be beautiful timing, just beautiful. It's a reward. It's a gift. It's a gift from a manifestation of the elements from your ancestors. So make sure you connect with them and thank them and follow their guidance and call upon them as well, okay, as needed. Thank you, ancestors. Wow, that was so beautiful. Okay, Virginia's here. Hey, Virginia. Okay, so now we're going to move on to number two. And you know what? Just real quick, I got to remind myself of the pictures. So hold on, hold the phone just for one moment. I will timestamp these. If you have to come back, I get it. I will timestamp them as we go. And just 1 second, you guys, if we could just get everything in one place, wouldn't that just be amazing? I wish that could be. Okay, so screenshots, here we go. Okay, so the first one was the electric eel. Ooh, yeah, the second one. So if you chose the second one, it's like this red one, okay? And what's this red one is very special, okay? These are all special in their own way, but if you chose this one, we're now changing and we're going into the Republic of Palau. What's very interesting, there's my favorite word, about this one, pile number two, is this is called Protogala Palau, and it was just discovered in 2011. And when I came across that, it was split. So this is all about 20 and 11. This is finishing karma and moving into your mission. Okay, Spirit is leading this for you. And what is also really incredible is even though this is a brand new species of eel, it is literally a living fossil because it is believed to be the original blueprint. What? Dating 200 million years ago. The number 23, this is the most primitive living eel on the planet. Let's go. Let's go. Let's find out what. How did the die? Okay, I was like, how did I lose the die? Let's find out what number is coming for you. What is the energy all about right now? And we got a 3, okay? We got the 3. I was feeling it. I don't know if you were feeling it. The Ascended Masters are here just for you guys. We've got the Mahabharata Oracle. There is a story that you are part of and have been part of for many moons. We're going to shuffle your energy in, but you guys are all about the alchemy. This is what these cards are all about. You definitely are in the initiation. I'm going to shuffle your cards. I'm going to shuffle your energy in first. Okay, so let's give a couple shuffles. The universe is literally here to spin things in your favor, is what I just heard. Wow. Oh, this wanted to come out. I cut to her. She wants to be seen. There's ambition. This is, you're feeling like you're getting in stride. Look at how you're just rolling right over the waves, right? Okay. And so, oh, Corolla's here. Hey, girl. So you're just rolling over the waves. You're not really afraid of anything. The wind is in your hair. Oh, speaking of the elements, we've got the elements, excuse me. We've got the element of earth coming in, okay? For those of you that chose this. Now, collectively, I'm feeling the throat chakra. There's this authenticity that has been coming in. And you know what's really specific about this girl jumping out? Literally just today. Oh my gosh. Just today, I just posted a quote about letting go of the oars. Okay. So this is coming up for you guys. Little clue right there. Those of you that chose this, maybe you feel like you're working really hard. You're supposed to let go of the oars and let the current take you. Yep. This is divine justice for you. Okay. This is all about things going, again, full circle. As is happening for one is happening for all. Okay. And you are at the point where you're getting the gift. Okay. So you've been through the challenges. Now it's time to swing over to the other side and claim the gift. And that's why we're getting the alchemist. That's why we're getting the gold. Thank you, Spirit. Loving how this is coming up. What's the energy around you? Hello. Who is feeling all that in a bag of chips? Okay. She's got the suave. She's in the current, right? There's this electricity around her. There's this crown. I can't help but notice a crown activation. I also feel like what's being highlighted is the solar plexus, okay? But actually what I'm feeling for you is talking about a shield, okay, is what I just got the idea of shielding your solar plexus. And you can do that with citrine and pyrite. You can use those with intention. You can also get attunements. So if you want to figure out, you can get attunements. And I'm also seeing this AOI. So, you know, it's just all about you're at this new level, stepping into this electricity. And can you like literally see the pull, right? So this is definitely getting the situation, and this is pulling you to your abundance. But look at here, we've got some preconditions. So what does the Mahabharata mean by that? This is a major arcana card that came up. So let's just go ahead and see what the situation is around you specifically. With this card, you are emboldened to state your mind fearlessly and be firm with setting your boundaries. You must stand your ground and be clear about your conditions in terms with partnership, union, or any other situation. Do not shrink from making demands that feel right to you and serve a higher purpose. By establishing clear boundaries, you can avert misunderstandings, disagreements, and quarrels. Okay, so this is all about, this was about, she married somebody and she said, you know, you can never question. She has 3, she said, I will accept your marriage proposal on 3 conditions. She could not ask where she was from, this girl right here. He could not ever question her actions and whether they were good or bad. And he should stand by her side unconditionally. Okay. So what I'm feeling here with the fact that this is coming up, I am feeling that there's preconditions, contracts that you're fulfilling. And at the same point in time, I'm also, feeling some guidance to let you know, yeah, feeling some guidance. You've got some choices here on bottom. Okay. Different frequency, different vibration here. We've got these preconditions, but they are setting you up. Okay. As you are going from this to this. Okay. It's all about stepping into your authenticity, knowing what you are here for, knowing where you want to go. Remember, we talked about this is the gift. This is the wrapping up of karma. And this is your abundance that you're going from there. And what is that abundance? It's all about having choices when it comes to your structure. But notice all the purple, the blues in the background. It's like, okay, I'm in my authentic expression. And now we have vision. Okay. So I have a sense that this is something that's really going to pull everything together for you. Okay. Because here we kind of have like this fog. We're not really sure, blinded by the light in some ways. All right. So let's go ahead and see what is being hidden from you. Well, what's being hidden from you is a sure victory, my friends. Wow. So it's all about getting, I've got the masculine, the feminine, and I am seeing that this is this karmic balance about getting the two in alignment. Okay. As we go from, I'm going to hold it like this. As we go from here to here, on the left, we've got, well, this is my left. Okay. We've got our feminine energy, and on the right, we've got our masculine energy, and it's all about getting them in working together. Okay. So it's about trusting and allowing yourself to be in that current. I couldn't help but notice that crown activation. I'm definitely feeling that you're for sure protected. This is all about turning the wheel in your favor. Okay. Here's the karmic below you. And it's a matter of putting it to bed, walking forward, keeping yourself grounded, keeping yourself, even though you're slighted in a way. What I mean is, it's like you don't really know what's coming towards you. And that's something we had in common with pile number one. So we're not really sure what this is or where it's going. However, there is this feeling. Can't you feel it? There's this feeling on both of these cards. And one is to surrender and allow yourself to pull the pull. And the other is all about this, like, I feel this tension, this courage, this charisma of moving forward, not even knowing, even if it's just one step at a time. And that's what it's all about. Okay. So we've got 1923. What? Okay. Because that's the number I told you. That was you guys, right? I literally said 23. Yeah, number 23 came for you guys, the number 23. So here we go. We've got the number 23. And who do you think of when you think of number 23? Right away, it was like a lightning bolt. Michael Jordan. Okay. And Michael Jordan had a lot of choices, so much that he actually played basketball or baseball and golf after his basketball career, but he was at the top. It's all about having vision. It's all about excellence. Okay. And so I bring that up with purpose. And so you are one of a kind, is what I'm getting. You are one of a kind. So what's the energy around you? I'm going to shuffle in your energy here. I went to the fox. Okay. And this is the magic around you, keeping your ears open, allowing yourself to follow your guidance. Okay. Knowing that you are cunning, knowing that you are solution focused. All right. I've got this inverted. And so as a reminder, here's that karma. We're turning it upside down. But I just want to keep your eye on the prize. I'm going to keep it inverted, okay, because we have this karma that we're turning around. But at the same point in time, the badger is very aggressive, okay, very aggressive, and can sometimes blind himself. So in some ways, I want you to make sure that you're remembering that we are in a process of, letting go and stepping into, right? So there's this pull and this push. And at the same point in time, just like we saw in pile number 1, it can be confusing. So don't let your mind take you off track and overexert your energy is what I'm feeling from that badger, okay? Let's go ahead. We've got the crow, okay? We've got the crow here. This is the energy moving towards you. So I already getting a highlight is there's this reflection. Isn't this perfect with retrograde? Okay, we have all these retrogrades having it going on. And what that means, okay, sorry, I saw a note there. What that means is the crow here specifically is showing this mirrored image, okay? But at the same point in time, don't think that you're stuck in the same place, because I'm getting this element with the 23. Now we've got, but I have the sense that there's these mirrors, there's these triggers. Pay attention to them. Allow yourself to kind of learn, like, why is that triggering me? Take a step back. Think about the vibration, the frequency that you want to hold. And remember, please remember, the Ascended Masters want me to say this to you. For you to have your choices, this is so funny because I literally, I was just going to say this word. You want to stay impartial, okay? You want to stay impartial. What I mean by that is this guy right here, he was all about tending to the fields while there was a war. He was more concerned about spending his energy nourishing the communities rather than investing into the war, which he did not agree with, okay? And what I mean by that is don't invest in the anxiety and the stress, but look what comes back around to be alchemized. What's coming back around to be alchemized so it can be let go, so you can let go of it. And how can you be impartial and allow that to filter through? Okay, this is what's going to lead to that vision, to that expression that you're looking for. Okay, look at the peacock. This is all about that abundance of choices. All right, so this is the energy that's coming towards you. There's going to be some irritation. I have a sense. It's like the universe is coming back around to see it. Are you, is she, is he really ready for the next step? Because potentially something's coming back around and the universe wants to know, how's she gonna or he gonna respond this time? Okay, I'm feeling that so much. All right, now let's go ahead and get the outcome for you from the runes. We've got the runes, just all this ancient wisdom coming together. We've got the eel, and you guys are the living fossil. We've got the Ascended Masters. We've got the Oracle, right? And here we go. Look at X marks the spot. So let me grab my little cheat sheet, but I'm pretty sure I remember this one. Hold on, I lost you guys on Facebook. Okay. X marks the spot. It's all about going to your treasure chest. Let's see. I believe this means year. It means gift. It literally means gift. This is all about your treasure chest. And you know what's really cool is no matter if we hold it this way or this way, the gift is coming to you. Nothing can stop this gift. Nothing can stop it. So know that that's where you are. It's all about holding the frequency and the vibration. As some of these lessons come back again to test you, it's time to pass the test. Pass the test, claim the gift, and move on to the next step. Beautiful, just beautiful. Thank you to the Ascended Masters. We have on bottom, look at that. I told you, number 20. I mean, you guys, I can't make this up. I was getting number 20 and number 11, and here they are. This is the special message you're meant to hear, okay? The mouse is the number is all about spirit leading you on your mission. But what's really cool, what's really fabulous, I didn't want to say my word, is whenever I see this, I'm like, why is the mouse in the tree when the mouse is meant to be a field mouse on the ground? Okay, so there is something that's kind of making you climb the tree, and this is why the energy is coming back around for you. I think that we should read, I read very quickly on that one. Okay, well, I was going to read that one and we can't. So let's go ahead and read choice on bottom for you, just a little bit more for you from the actual, I do intuitive, but you know, it's nice to have, I noticed that I keep having an unstable internet connection. I cannot wait to upgrade. Okay. This card symbolizes the myriad of choices available to you. Sometimes too many choices may lead to confusion. I was feeling that a little bit. It advises you that while having many options is a wonderful thing, making the right choice, the important decision, is more vital. When presented with dazzling array of choice, take your time and use practical wisdom to figure out what best suits your current situation. And knowing that all roads lead to the same destination, but some loop back around. Okay, so this is a matter of really trusting your instincts, allowing yourself to be guided, remaining impartial, and then right below is, you know, that gratitude again, being grateful for your mission, allowing yourself to be filled with virtue, and by all means to be patient. Okay, so we have so much coming up for you. I wish you so much. Know that your gift is coming. Just know that you're being tested in some ways, okay? All right, I'm pulling, we're going back in. Oh my gosh, all these technical difficulties. Oh, Deb's like 23 is my favorite. Christy's here. Hey guys. Nicoletta, interesting. I know, let's say it. I love you guys. Okay, so pile number 2, the Ascended Masters are working with you, which means this is a test. This is only a test. This is not the emergency broadcast system. No need to be afraid. This is part of putting you on your mission. Sometimes when things fall apart, it feels like the universe, sometimes it is the most beautiful, not sometimes, all the time, it is the most beautiful event to happen. So what looks like is clearing, what looks like is maybe not for you, is putting you on the new path at a higher vibration, something you couldn't see before. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. We're going to go ahead and move on to the third one, okay? And the third one is, dun, dun, dun. Oh, it's the one crawling on land. Yeah. So I'm just going to pull it up. This is the pile number 3. And yes, did you know that eels, fish, they are fish, they can come up on land and survive up to a couple days. So the reason, Christine's on here, so the reason that these guys, and then just so you know, this will be pile number 4, the last one. Oh my gosh, okay. So that's the only one where we just see the head and not the tail, all right? Okay, so let's go ahead and find out, coming out of the water, are you? Coming out of the water. This is the European eel. And their blood, the blood of all eel is actually poisonous unless it's cooked, okay? So that's just kind of interesting. The biggest thing that came up, there it is again, interesting, fabulous. The biggest word that came up, I wrote it in caps for you guys, is balance, okay? These guys go just like salmon, okay? They have a homing device. Instead of going from, the sea to fresh water to spawn, they go from the fresh waters and they migrate to the Bermuda Triangle. And no one has ever seen eels ever spawn. So there's this huge mystery. And this is surrounded by you. You, my friends, are surrounded in mystery. So I can't wait to see what we're going to do with you. They hibernate in the winter. They're known to migrate downstream during the new moon. So are you ready to let go of the oars of your boat as we head downstream and see what spirit brings for you? Let's find out. Let's find out. We're rolling the die. What number will be coming up for you? Number 5. Okay, we've got number 5, which means there's a shift going on anyway. This is this fast moving energy. There's lots of shifts, but the shift is really important for you guys. And specifically, the earth magic is coming up. So the element we're talking about here with the long, I closed my book here, is the element of water. But what's also interesting, I got the number, there it is again, sorry. The number 20 for you guys. And these guys are studied a lot for their magneticism, okay? So the pull, that's that homing device, like this internal GPS, okay? So for you guys, as always, if you're ever joining me on a reading and you see this deck come forward, grounding is so important to you. It's all about keeping yourself in your mind, body, and soul, grounding them together. That's definitely coming up. We have the word balance, as above, so below, as within, so without. This is very important for you to remember, for you in particular, okay? Because it's all about being grounded, that the earth actually, I'm getting, can converse with you, okay? So that's all about keeping yourself. Yeah, there's the lightning. What? There's the lightning. So yeah, this is even moving faster with you all than anybody else that's here with us today, at least so far. You've got the fastest moving energy around you, but you're also closer. You're closer to the communication with source than some others. This is a time of, this is a sacred time for you, is actually what I'm getting. This is a sacred time. This is a rite of passage for those of you that came here. And it's all about honoring this passage. It's all about honoring this time, as is a very important time. Whoa, I just kind of had this energy. I felt like these that was really cool. It's a time of illumination. It's a time of, gosh, just a lightning. That's why I saw the lightning. It's going to be fast. And, it's a reverse. So it's like the volcano's coming up. It's like an explosion, but it's not going away from you. It's coming towards you. Okay. Wow. And as long as you keep yourself in check. So this is really all about balance. Okay. So remember that. All right. So I want to shuffle up for you guys because I just want to. We're going to challenge spirit of the highest light. Bring us. What is the situation? Okay. What is the situation surrounding panel number 3? Why are we crawling out of the water? Why are we taking refuge onto the land? What is the energy around us? Well, there is an unfolding happening. How beautiful is this? There is an unfolding happening, and you are emerging and changing. You're going from the water and coming up and unfolding and blossoming, just like the beautiful lotus flower. So with this unfolding, it's like things are feeling shaky, cloudy, foggy. you know, heavy at some points, right? But there's this emergence happening for you guys. This is the energy around you. And as you are unfolding, the light is coming in to, I don't want to say burn. I don't know why I had the word burn, but it's like the melting of all the goo that you've been through. There's like this, like a purging, right? So like if you think about when the blossom comes up and as a merge, like here we're seeing it, but the whole process is like the birthing process, right? Like coming up and ascending, really ascending up through the muck and coming through and having everything, all the muck coming off you. So this is the process that we're in. Okay, this is the process that we're in. Corolla says, Nicholas says, I'm European and I cook now. Oh, Corolla says, I was born and raised in Germany and I quit cooking. Right? I hear that. Okay, so the forest is on bottom. This is about the breath. So I'm getting even more that the elements, the nature wants to come in. Mother Earth wants to come in to co-create with you, right? To balance you out. So here we are on bottom. I just had to pick it up and I saw the forest, the trees. Notice all the illuminating colors. Notice how they're planted in the ground, right? And it's like you're part of a family. It's all about keeping your breath, knowing that you are surrounded by everybody you need as this unfolding happens. So don't be afraid as you're stretching and pushing through. And it's like, and have this sense of like a pipe filled with sludge, right? And it's like you've been sludging through the pipe. Am I ever going to get out of here? And I'm here to tell you, my friends, you are. You are. And it's about staying in balance. That's what brought you to this reading. It's about staying in balance, keeping yourself in this moment, not allowing yourself to slide into the past, slide into the future. You're meant to be here, right here, in this second, in this breath, in this moment. Get yourself out in nature, especially in the forest. It will actually foresting. Google it. You can go into the forest and it's an oxygenation process. It's an exchange, a sacred exchange with the trees. And this is actually going to assist you through this process. Okay, this is that grounding part. So the part that you're not seeing, and this is really reminding me of the reading last week. No, this is reminding me of the sunflower. So you can jump on YouTube. The video quality is not that great, but man, the messages were amazing. And this is literally the same cards. The energy was the unfoldment and then ceremony coming forward. So knowing that the new moon is when this eel goes downstream, means that you, my friends, are unfolding, but it's also important to be working with the cycles of the energy of the cosmic energy, the cycles of Mother Earth. And so if you look at the ceremony, I want to read this card for you so that you can hear all the different things, because this is meant for you. But getting yourself on the moon cycle, okay? The cosmic energy is more and more importantly showing some of us light workers, especially us collective light workers, it's really challenging. Like the moon cycle is really making a difference, then more powerful than it has, okay? All right, so here, there's a lot in here, so I'm gonna hold it up. What is catching your attention? It is a sacred ceremony that we have one of the greatest opportunities to experience communion with Source. Has been hidden from you. And so this invocation, this incantation, this manifestation is all related to ceremony. And so this is you plugging in to manifest is what I'm feeling here, okay? All right, One, to experience communion with source, co-creation with source. One where the perceived dualities of both heaven and earth merge into the experience of the divine through the use of sacred pieces that have become imbued with spiritual significance. We bring forth ceremony catalyzed by clear intention and preparation. Yes, it's all about clear intention, staying focused on what? Things for you. This is not about others. This is not about, trying to get love and do a love stuff. This is not even about that. This is co-creating with source. This is, setting grids in your home to increase the vibration and the frequency. This is, using sage, candles, okay? This is using the moon cycle, okay? That's what this is about. All right. In this image, a woman kneels before an altar where a number of crystals are placed, light emanating from her hands. We see incense burning. Snake spirit rests nearby, and various ethereal beings appear in the wispy shroud of light around her head. All the while, the tapestry upon which she sits is to be on fire, symbolizing the fiery passion brought on by the intense focus of spirit that has been invoked for this ceremony. Calling spirit forth in this way facilitates a direct and helpful sense to source. And what's interesting is you're coming out of the water and you're crawling on land in this particular picture. And why are we doing this? To get out of the motions. And the only way to, it's the opposite. So when we apply fire, we dry off the water. So this is in turn turning you in that direction. This is putting you into the direction of putting what do you want into the universe. You can't manifest if you don't put out there what you want. In fact, many people who are not clear, concise, intentional, put mixed signals out into the universe. And so guess what you get? You get mixed results. So this is what's blind. The blind spot for you is really spirit coming in to help and empower you that you are more powerful, my friend, than you know. And the use of the earth energy, the crystals, like I'm not gonna lie, I got 4 grids going on right now. I've got citrine cleansing. Okay, I've got citrine cleansing. I just was led to use lapis lazuli. It's a healing for all in my home. I've got, satellite to help with the mental body. And then what's the 4th one? Rose quartz. Okay. So we've got all these different vibrations. And this is what Earth wants to co-create with you. And there's many ways that you can do this. So follow your guidance. This is what's going to help you hold that vibration, that frequency, as that muck, as that the not so pretty part of the birthing process is happening. Okay. So whether through indifference, depression, life crisis, or other manifestation of mental, emotional, or physical blockages, you have drifted from the intimacy with spirit for which you yearn. It is important to do what you can to regain an experience of spiritual power that is contained within you and all around you. Do so by conducting a ceremony, one that involves not only spirit, but also material objects you consider sacred. So like I set up an altar and I pulled some cards for my ancestors. I set a grid for them. I had a picture of my mom, some figurines that I had from my grandmother. This is what it's meant. It's like really being intentional and tying that into those emotions, knowing that you are giving up rather than focusing on the emotion and letting it spiral and pull you down. Instead, you're getting above the emotion and you're putting out into the universe and making an order. You're simply at the diner, my friends, ordering a sandwich. Just like you say to the waitress, I will take pastrami on rye. This is exactly what we do when we manifest with the universe. Don't be surprised. How can your GPS lead you, right? The energy is so fast moving. We've got the 5 already for you guys. We saw the lightning bolt already. How can the energy lead you, your GPS lead you to your destination if you don't know where it is? And so this is what's really strongly being encouraged for you. And if you're not sure, get out of your head, get into your heart, go out in nature and connect and assimilate for yourself, prioritize for yourself. What's important to me? Where am I? Do a little checkup from the neck up. See where you're at. Oh, I just got goosebumps there. Check up from the neck up, okay? Sit down, take some time on the muck. You are not even don't focus on the muck. Don't focus on being in that clogged pipe. Focus on the brightest light you ever saw when you emerge, when you push through, when you, and like the other reading, when you crack the egg, okay? Because this is what we've got to do. And Source is telling you, get some intentions, get yourself grounded, find the importance of your breath. Let's find out the energy coming in. Wow, are you guys feeling this? Are you feeling this? Ooh, I'm feeling explosive. I'm pulling in your energy, you guys. Just turn to the spider. It's like you get to create anything, okay? You can create anything. Why would you create the chaos of focusing on the muck? Instead, focus on the light at the end of the corner. It's all about, once you know what you want to create, it's like, boom, let's go. Co-creating, bringing into form in this. Yeah, Raven, are you listening? Are you following the magic? We just had 7, 7 again. Wow, a lot of 7s tonight, right, guys? Okay. So let's find out, what is this fast moving energy that we're pulling towards us? It's the lizard, okay? It's the chameleon. There's a healing right here, the lizard. Do you see this last little bit? We're coming, and oh my gosh, you guys. I mean, this is so similar to the actual pal number 3 eel. Coming out of the water, do you see like these little droplets around? And it's like we're stepping into this authenticity, but there's just this little nugget of holding on. We're just about there, but we're not quite there. And of course, I cannot help. Now, I see it on the screen. It's my bad eyes, but up here, I'm seeing the infinity symbol on my side. And so this is all about keeping yourself grounded, keeping yourself in that pillar of light. Okay, that's what I like to do. That's an instant grounding for me. Go take my sparkle light down with intention to anchor to Mother Earth and to say, thank you, Mother Earth, for allowing me to be here, merging our light together, pulling it back up to my heart center, going up to the source, connecting with source, pulling him down, and allowing this energy to filter through me infinitely through my heart. This is coming up for you guys as well. It's like, hold on. Look at, we're almost there. We're almost there. Just got a little bit more to go. What are you going to focus on? Because whatever you focus on is what you're going to get. Whatever you think is correct, do not forget how powerful you are. Feeling the passion. I'm feeling it. And this is what's coming forward. This is the energy. This is the pulse. This is the current that you were meant to get into. I actually see the screen turning redder. I actually physically feel my face flushing. Can you see the heat? So it's about stepping into your fire, getting out of the water, drying off, allowing those moving past that, and realize, what are we actually manifesting? What are we manifesting? Well, let's find out. What are we manifesting? What do the runes say? What are we manifesting? all this earth energy around you guys. Okay, before I look specifically what this is, you know what I see? The very first thing I see is I, one. I am one with nature. I am secure. I am in the universal flow. I am part of the universe. I am the all. And if you know that you are all, do you know you get to choose how you see yourself? Do you know you get to choose the lens? So if you don't like the lens you got, you can just swap it and change who you are. We're talking about as above, so below. You want to change your exterior, you got to start here with the eye, the interior. It's all inside of you. It's not out there. It's not out there, I promise you. It's not out there. It's here. It's here with you. And co-creation between you and spirit is what's coming up. Okay? And then right below, we've got the owl. Okay? We've got the owl talking about balance here. But also, as I saw this, is I see 3-3. Okay? I see the 3 letters. I see the numbers. And I also know that this is about 360. This is about not being able to see. And also the physical eye, feeling blinded, okay? Like a bandana is around you. And I say, so what? So what? She's blinded. Close your eyes and create the interior. You are the manifester. It's in the ethers. It's all in what you desire. You get to place your order. It doesn't matter what you see or if you see it. Do you feel it? Do you feel the pull? Do you have the passion? Are you in the swing of it? Wow. Let's find out what that actually means, because I know it's not I. I'll be surprised if it is. Isa is E, Isa, and it means ice. It means ice. And so I love that this came up. What is the outcome? The outcome is you can put your emotions on ice and you can evolve and emerge and manifest instead of looping around and around and around again because of those emotions, okay? Because that's what keeps taking us around and around and again. And this is the perfect time. Get into the sync. Get into the sync of the energy. We've got all these retrogrades going on, and you know those retrogrades, you know what they do? They're an opportunity to circle back, to claim the healing, and to move on. And that's what we want you to do. This is fast moving for you. This is fast moving for you to go full circle. Look at, it's almost like those ice cubes, right? I was seeing like water, but it's almost like the ice cubes. No longer on you, allowing you to completely emerge and unfold as you were meant to do. Just beautiful are these readings. Okay, well, I hope that resonated with you, panel number 3. It certainly felt really awesome to me. If you need some ideas, you can definitely follow our page. If you're not comfortable gridding, it's really simple. I'm seeing her with a grid. You just simply take 6 clear points, your favorite crystal, put it in the middle, write an intention, throw it underneath, and put it out there. Put your order out into the universe, pal number 3. Okay? All right. Wow, because you're Michael Jordan. That's right. You guys are number 23. Okay? The shift, the 5. The shift is when you embrace your inner Jordan. Okay? When I mean that, Michael Jordan, he could jump. He had the air, the air, like that's the Nike Airs. His feet were on the ground, but he could jump in the air, right? And that's what I'm feeling here. It's a co-creation. Yes, we're here in the 3D for you, pal number 3. You're meant to manifest this into this realm, into this where we are right now. And so that's using the earth energy, okay? Beautiful. Wow. Okay, these are so spectacular. Who knew the eel could be so fun? All right, let's go on to number 4. Number 4 is the long fin eel. Number 4 is a long fin eel. They're also, sorry, I was looking through my notes. Okay. The long fin eel, we're now in Newfoundland or New Zealand, okay? And the element of fire is coming up, okay? So we just talked about the element of water. Now we're on the flip side. Those of you that chose number 4, the element of fire, maybe your most dominant, okay? Maybe we've got a lot of volatility, right? Maybe we're a little over passionate. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing ourselves pull back. Let's go ahead and find out. We only have from your picture, we only have a couple clues. First of all, when that head is poked out, so we got the head poked out, we're not sure where the tail is. So I feel like there's a disconnection here. And then also, I was seeing that right eye. So we weren't really seeing on point. And what I was seeing is the masculine. So I just want to see, are your actions matching what you're feeling inside? I feel like there's a disconnect. We're going to find out. Let's go ahead and see. The longfin eel is also called tuna. So it's called tuna to those who live around the long Finland eel. It is the only eel to live in like this one little area, okay, in New Zealand. It lives nowhere else. Also goes to the, no, not the Bermuda Triangle, but it goes on its own little path to spawn, which again, nobody has seen. 90% of the wetlands are affected, have affected the habitat, which has affected the longevity, and these are extremely rare eels now. They live along the coast of Australia, some from down under, okay? There are some myths affiliated with this eel that wanted to be talked about, specifically talking about the origins for the first coconut tree. So this particular eel was seen as the tuna to be related to the story in like Moana, okay? So if you've seen the movie Moana, love that movie, you might want to watch it. That's coming up. It's talking about the first coconut tree. And this is really talked Sina and the eel. And in Moana, in the credits, they call her mom Sina. So that was, yeah, that was pretty, okay, that was pretty interesting. I know she wants to come in, but that's not appropriate, Jane. Okay, so, but in the song, You're Welcome, okay, so it talks about, so that song, You're Welcome from Moana, you might want to check it out. I think there could be something there for you, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and find out. What is the energy coming in for you? Number 4, pile number 4. We're getting a 3. So we've got the Ascended Masters coming in once again. And it's just like every pile, man, you guys are so powerful. And you know, this is just letting you know, you come here, all of you have come here because you are really in the thick of it. I'm hearing in the thick of it. I think that's Backyardigans. And it's like, this really is giving you guidance, and I feel so privileged to be of service and to offer this up. But at the same point in time, it's all about you being willing to receive. So we have the Ascended Masters. We also have some alchemy coming to you at the bottom. We are talking about your intuition here. I see the full moon in the back. So this is after a couple shuffles. So are you keeping yourself, look at the green turban. We've got the crown being highlighted. We've got the clothes being highlighted. I cannot help but think about a master here. I'm seeing mastery. I'm also seeing like this, the guru within is what I'm hearing. Very cool. Okay. Very cool. But do you see how the arms, there's something that's amiss, something that's feeling off-centered is what I'm feeling. So let's cut to it. We've got number 22. You're blinded, you're dedicated, you're following the steps. And this is the year 22. But look at, once again, there's a disconnect. See how we've got one lifted up, one lifted down? And it's happening. So it's like your male and female, it's like your feminine energy is blinded by the light. And in the full moon, when actions just kind of take over, the full moon is really important to you. Okay. The moon cycle, this full moon, it's all about your desires coming full circle. Okay, your desires coming full circle. And that is really kind of happening a lot this reading. Okay, there we are again. It's like we're emerging into something new. We're on track. We're on track to right where we're supposed to be. This is the electricity. This is the magnetism. It's pulling you into exactly where you need to go so that you can feel a different vibration. This is more warrior pose. This is more out culmination of like so much expertise. But here, this is about getting yourself in that balance, allowing that pull, that push and pull that we're talking about tonight to really guide you. Okay. All right. So what's the situation around you? Well, just like we were talking about, you too are claiming the nectar of the gods, the gift. It's time for that illumination to come your way. And look at how there's so much darkness all around. And yet here we have at the end of the tunnel, was talking about is the brightest light you ever saw, the alchemy, the gold, the nectar of the gods. That's the situation. You are claiming that gift. And look what's on bottom. I mean, come on. 9 and 9. Wow. Wow. So crazy. So we've got this alignment coming in, and it's just like this energy, like, yeah, we cannot even make this stuff up. But what's being blinded from you? Your intuition. 7, the magic, that's what's blinding you. So we're going to read this because it came up twice. So this is really similar to what we were just talking about on another reading, but I feel like this is the continuation. So those of you that may have resonated to a different pile, hold on, because this might be your hubba bubba. This might be the one. Okay, so let's let me grab this pile. Here we go. Okay, so intuition. Let's read about this guy. I'm going to hold it up in just a moment. All right, I'm going to read the whole thing, okay? This is Sanya, number 16. Gifted with the power of intuition and inner knowledge, Sanya, I hope I'm saying that right, or Sanja, was able to tap into the collective unconsciousness through clairvoyance, telepathy, and other forms of divine source, and relate events as they took place on the battlefield to the blind king. And you know, we're talking about the gift. Do we have some gifts coming on board? Is that the nectar of the gods? Is that the deep gold alchemy? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So with uncanny accuracy, the entire unfolding of events was given in a play-by-play commentary by this remarkable oracle. This card indicates access to the metaphysical information, opening up channels of communication, trust in your all-knowing inner voice, your higher self, to grasp the situation. That's the disconnect. That's the stretch. So this is really related, I feel, to the other pile. You might have been drawn to the other pile where we're stretching. We're talking about how you were expanding. And in that expansion, I feel this is connected. May not be for all of you. You'll have to definitely search yourself to see. Your higher self becomes a channel of knowledge and awareness, an unfolding of mental abilities and psychic powers. Reaching into spiritual realms puts you in touch with ancient wisdom, and you connect through your third eye, the powers that fed you with invaluable information, astral travel, telepathy, tapping into the Akashic records, and the super consciousness communication. You may be entering a period of reflection where synchronicities may be occurring more often. Pay attention to the signs and symbols placed in your path. Your inner awareness is heightened. You're physically tuned. It's time to look for answers within. Wow, that is some crazy stuff. So those of you that came here, you took the initiation, you dug deep, you're digging for gold. And you know what? You found it. You're getting the gift, the nectar of the gods. You're getting actual gifts coming online, okay? Whether they're another Claire, whether they're, ancient wisdom coming up. You have something that you're going to be offering back. Now, I cannot help but notice in this 9, the 2 and the 7, and I keep hearing, every time I see it, I keep hearing mission magic. Are you ready to be on your mission of magic? Are you ready to be on your mission of magic, you alchemists? What? Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition, especially around this next full moon, opening up a new cycle for you. Let's see this energy. Yes, keep getting pushed not to look at the sun, but the moon gives me lots of gifts and answers. Yes, Corolla. I love that you brought that in, because the moon is the essence of the feminine. Okay, and the sun, the solar, is the essence of the masculine. That's the power. That's the the sun, a big powerful source. However, the moon illuminates in its own way, and this is the way that is found to go down within, to unleash something within all of you who chose this pile. Wow. So let's go ahead. And there's another 7. There's another 7. The grouse is coming forward. It's all about keeping yourself grounded. Keep your feet on the floor. Don't get too lost in your head. And I know that can happen. So here we've got the mouse. I cut to the mouse. We talked to this on another one. This is spirit leading you. Don't be afraid. Know that you're protected, okay? Yes, you might be putting on a new path that you didn't foresee for yourself. So make sure you keep yourself grounded. Stay out of your head. Stay in your heart, okay? And also make sure you cleanse and clear regularly. I cleanse my chakras every week. I'm being led to tell you that. I do a grounding technique every day. I let go several different ways. We all have our own techniques, and that's coming up. We've got the antelope. Here's that sacred knowledge stored in your horns. Unlike deer who lose their horns, yours keep growing, okay? And this is why you're coming to the end of this cycle. And excuse me, there's those ears again. We're almost front and center. I can't help but notice that patch right on top. It's like we're almost where we need to be. It's really just keeping ourselves centered, allowing for the alignment. The alignment to me feels more cosmic, okay? Feels more cosmic for you. And there we go. This is going to be on bottom. This is talking about karma. It's that last little bit, okay? That last little bit before you can jump forward. And this is all about divine timing. That's what I was just feeling, that there's a divine timing. This is about the cosmic energy. This is about, in some ways, it's for some of you, you feel ahead of, like, it's like what you're working on, people are not necessarily 100% understanding or ready for yet. But at the same point in time, continue to develop this alchemy. The energy coming in for you, what you're pulling in for you, you're pulling in that master builder. Hello. 22 and 22. You are manifesting that fish. You have got it all going on. Just like we saw the head sticking out. We see the beaver sticking out its head to collect what it needs to build the dam. And what does the dam do but protect their family? And this is what you're working on. You are creating something. You're manifesting, you're catching that fish in order to nourish and pay it forward. Just had the whole, like, that was really interesting. I just had like a quick vision of the story of the fish and the loaves in the Bible, and how the fish, 5 fish and those loaves, could feed them all. And that is what I'm feeling here for you. This gift that is coming in, trusting yourself, finding this cosmic energy leading to this alignment, getting the foundation started. Start manifesting and catching those fish as they come towards you, those little nuggets that come towards you. Ooh, this is the energy you're drawing in. I love it. It looked like a fish, but it's a log. God, do I need new glasses? But you know, at the same thing, it's building the structure. You're building the structure as we speak, and spirit's with you, and spirit's with you. And this is happening right now. Okay, so we saw what was on bottom. We've got a cool thing. What is the outcome? Let's find out from the room. What's the outcome for you master builders, for you deep alchemists? Let's find out. Okay. Let me grab my book. It's like I thought I knew this one and I already forgot because I'm just so excited. This is really awesome. Okay, so the outcome for you guys. Ready? This is the hail. Hagalas, the hail. Okay? This is the hail. And so if you think of hail, okay, what is hail? But it's frozen water. This is so interesting how it's really kind of opposite of the last reading. So in this reading, we're starting with the element of the fire, but we're getting the hail that's coming down, the frozen water, so that the emotions can start to melt, so that you can get in touch with the emotions, so that they can lead you into the current. I think that the hail has purpose. As we have a lot of the heat, there's a lot of volatility, there's a lot of temperament. But at the same point in time, when the water is frozen, it doesn't throw you into a whole nother abyss, so to speak. It actually creates between the two this steam, is what I'm feeling. This steam, this effervescent steam that comes up and that you can like breathe in. and to allow that to nourish your lungs, but to nourish your cells, this vapor, instead of throwing you into like the lagoon, because you are the fire starters. You're the fire starters. And so, to throw you in, we don't want to be a wet cat. No. So I love that the hail is coming in, because we don't want to go too extreme. And so the outcome, I want to read this a little more. Hold on a second. I'm going to find it in here, because I know there's more related to this. So just one second. I feel bad I don't know these as well, but this is how you learn. This is how you learn. I'm hearing whistle while you work. And it's immediately taking me to the movie 9 to 5. So what is going on here? What is going on here? Are you considering a new business? Is that what the gift's coming up? Is this the deep alchemy? Are you leaving a 9 to 5? I would like to know. Let me know if that resonates. I would really like to know. Okay. I am looking for this. Hold on. It's going to be at the opposite end. Bear with me a moment. Okay. I probably could have looked it up in the contents, but that would have been too easy, right? Okay. What's super cool is when I bought these, I'm not familiar with runes at all. And when I bought these, there is a rune that my dad, I don't know if he knew, but it was, it's like, I should show it to you. But anyway, we used to put it on all of our labels so that people knew it was us, because it was our initials. How crazy is that? Okay, so on page, here we go. I found it, guys. Page 110. All right, bear with me. I'm sorry. As you can see, this is a big book on Nordic. So I'm getting to know it. And this is more about the runes are supposed to be used, or not supposed to, but they're used more in an oracle and a poetry fashion. So that's why I'm getting to know that. Okay, the Hagel's Act. This is all about hail, disruption. Okay, this is talking about disruption. In the Norwegian room, hail is the coldest of rains. All fathers shaped the world in ancient times. Hail is the coldest of grains. So hail stands for a hostile, hoary hostile force, or an experience. Like, this is the fire, but it's time to kind of put those emotions on it. What I'm getting is, like, imagine yourself on fire, okay? And it's like, this is an experience. You've been in the fire, but it's time to step out of the fire and not jump right into those emotions, but to start allowing a change of something new. And that's where I'm getting this steam. So I'm getting a sense that the outcome is you're coming out and you're transitioning, just as we see here. You're going from one experience into the fire. You've been in that for a while, and then you come out and you are completely changed. And why are you completely changed, my friends? Because you're the master builders, and you are getting kissed with the nectar of the gods. So enjoy. Okay, that's where the disconnect is, and it's going to come together. You don't need to make heads or tails. You don't need to flip a coin, because, my friend, it's always going to be heads for you. It's looking out for you. Spirit has your back. It's a matter of you paying attention, following the clues, following your intuition, receiving the information, and then taking the inspired actions, and just keeping yourself there as the energy comes in and really creates this whole, you're creating the structure, and as you're lifting up to meet the structure, okay? So continue to work step by step, just as I am on the runes. You literally just saw I'm working on something, I'm pushed, I'm out of, it's like, it's not in my wheelhouse. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable, but this is how we learn. We learn by putting ourselves in the fire, okay? We learn by putting those emotions on ice and not worried about what people think, not worried about who cares. Like, like, yes, I could have done my hair today, but you know what? I had to run and take falafel, and that is not as important to me. Okay. Did I think about it for a millisecond? Yes. I was like, oh, I'd like to curl my hair and look nice. But at the same point in time, was that going to keep me from coming on here? No. Was it going to keep me, the fact that YouTube is not working for me the way I want it to work, is that going to keep me from not getting out here and connecting? No. It is everybody that is maybe meant to be drawn. I'm saying this for purpose because this has purpose for you. There is a time of a beginning. There's a time of building, okay? You can't just build a structure and expect it to take off. It's all about building and then coming back and potentially coming back in to do some fixes. Maybe we had a little shift in the structure and we got to come back and put a couple nails in. You see what I'm saying? So just be open to the process. Pile number 4, you're a master builder. You've got your head in the game. It's a matter of following the intuition, of following the guidance. And this is what we're all being called. This is what we're all being called. Every single pile was related, just different little segments, okay? We're all being called to co-create with Source. And how do you co-create with Source, y'all? You trust. You trust. You receive what's coming in, and you trust it's for you. You trust it's for you. You stay in balance, you stay grounded, and you continue to be the receiver. And when the timing is right, you take the action. And how do you know the timing is right? My friends, you'll just know. You'll just know. You are your own guru. You are the guru within. Lead yourself. Everything you need is within. Thank you so much. Man, tonight was a ton of fun. I hope you got great messages here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Sometimes when the animal wisdom comes up and I'm like, what is this about? It's like, I really didn't know that much about eels, but I have to tell you, man, majestic, powerful, mysterious creatures. So invoke them, allow them to lead you and to strike. The biggest thing about the eels is they know when to strike. It's like, that's the homing device. The magnetism pulls it to them, and the lightning strikes. They strike like lightning right when the timing is perfect. And that is what Source is talking about today. So thank you for being here. I'm going to upload this. Deb, thanks for joining us. Come back here every Wednesday. Carola says, thank you. I love you guys. I'm so happy that you're here. And man, this is all about you guys. Thank you for being here. You all are so incredible. That's why these messages are coming through. So thank you. Much love to you all. And we shall chat with you soon. Definitely Spark of Wisdom next week. If you hadn't noticed, I did change my YouTube name. So I'm going to be doing Spark of Wisdom is going to continue, and that's going to be related to the animal wisdom. But I changed my YouTube channel to Angel Insight. And so I'll be doing other oracle through there as well. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. If you need any Reiki, you want to check out Attunements, let me know. I'm just a message away. Take care, you guys. Bye.